Do you have a hard time visualizing your golf shot and struggle with that aspect, but really badly want to do it? Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn, mental performance coach here at Peak Performance Sports. I'm going to answer a question from a golfer about how to do a better job with visualizing his golf shots. You're watching the Golf Psychology Podcast. Hey, before we get rolling, I've been working hard bringing you some great content. If you could like this video or subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. In addition, ring that notification bell so you'll be notified when new videos are out. Here's the question I received from Grant. I have a very hard time visualizing shots. It's hard for me to see a mental picture or movie of the ball flight or the target, just like Jack Nicklaus talks about in his book, Going to the Movies in Your Mind. How can I be better with this? Grant, thanks for your question. This is a common question that I get from golfers, is how to be better with their visualization in their pre-shot routine. So one thing you have to understand is not every golfer is a so-called visual golfer and can visualize. What that means is you might be more kinesthetic, you might be more auditory, you might be more tactile. So it really depends on the learning style or the performing style of the golfer. Now, I did work with a golfer. His name was Grant Waite. He's a two-time winner on the PGA Tour. And he had a similar issue we had talked about one year when I was at Bay Hill with him. He said, I can't visualize the shot. Well, I said, maybe that's not your strong suit. Maybe you're not a visual golfer. Maybe you're more of a feel-oriented golfer. And he was like, oh, really? God, I'm relieved. I don't have to visualize it like Jack Nicklaus talks about. Right. So how do you know which one you are? Well, I do a couple exercises with my golfers here at Peak Performance Sports to help them with that. But the easy solution is for you to go out and try to hit shots in different modalities. In other words, go out and think about, what does a solid strike sound like? Use that as your trigger. Use that as your image, for example. The other way to visualize is simply feel the ball flight that you want. So more kinesthetic or feel-oriented golfers tend to think more about the ball turning right to left or left to right, or they feel it starting here and finishing there. They don't necessarily see pictures, but they have a sensation or a feeling of what it's doing out there in the fairway. So that's one option, and you want to test that out. Can you do that? Can you feel it? That might be your strong suit. So you have auditory, now you have kinesthetic or feel, and then you have visual. Not everybody is a visual-oriented golfer. You might be trying to do something that you're not capable of or that's not your strong suit. Another question I'd like to ask you is, can you see lines on the green? If you can see lines or a track or something on the green, that says, well, maybe you do have some visual components. But however, I've seen golfers that are feel-oriented with their full swing, and yet they tend to be more visual on the putting green. So it can change from one part of the game to the next. So you really have to determine, what is my strong suit? Am I more auditory? Am I more kinesthetic or feel-oriented? Am I more visual? Most golfers have a predominance of that. Many golfers use both. They're both visual and kinesthetic with maybe one preference that's stronger than the other. So you have to go out and test those different images, and maybe you find out, well, just focusing on tempo or balance is maybe the way I need to go. Or maybe just feeling the ball turning a little bit right to left is the way I need to go. Test those out on the range. Get back to me and let me know what works. Hey, if you want more information about mental training, you can jump over to our golf website at sportspsychologygolf.com. Or if you want some information on our one-on-one mental coaching programs, I'd suggest you go to peaksports.com and click on coaching. In addition, we have many articles on the blog, videos, podcasts, lots of free material for you to join in and enjoy to help you with your golf game. Thanks for watching.